The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. In life, sometimes the simplest things are the most profound. To lead others, one must be willing to follow. If you seek peace, live in the present moment, for living in the past brings sadness and worrying about the future brings anxiety. Only in the now can serenity arise. Letting go of desire brings clarity and freedom. When we release our attachments, we allow space to become who we are truly meant to be. What is soft and gentle often overcomes what is hard and strong. Like water that flows around stones, like kindness that dissolves anger. True words are not always pleasant, and pleasant words are not always true. Living for the praise of others is to become a prisoner of their opinions. Let go of praise and criticism alike, and your heart will remain still. Water may be soft, yet no one can resist its flow. That is the power of flexibility and humility. Everything begins with thought. Thoughts shape words, words shape actions, actions become habits, habits form character, and character determines destiny. The wise avoid extremes, knowing that excess always leads to collapse. Nature never rushes, yet everything is accomplished in time. That is the greatest lesson of patience. Knowledge is a treasure, but practice is the key. Those who know often remain silent. Those who speak much often understand little. To be content with what you have is true wealth. Excessive speech leads to error. Life is a series of natural changes. Resisting them brings only sorrow. Let reality be reality and let things flow naturally in their own way. Victory over others brings strength, but victory over yourself brings fearlessness. Do not seek too much or you may lose everything. Do not seek and you may find. One dies easily when clinging too tightly to life. Time is man-made. Saying, "I don't have time," is often the same as saying, "I don't want to." Fill your bowl to the brim and it will spill. Keep sharpening the knife and it will grow dull. The one who knows yet pretends not to is wise. The one who doesn't know but pretends he does is blind. Worrying about what others think will keep you in chains. A loss may become a gain may become a loss. The greatest crime is desire without limit. The greatest disaster is not knowing contentment. The greatest misfortune is never being satisfied. To forgive is the highest form of strength. It lifts you above those who try to offend you. The person who makes you angry is the one who controls you. Rejoice in the way things are. When you realize nothing is lacking, the whole world belongs to you. Never say never, for life changes fast and nothing stays the same. To free yourself from who you think you are is to discover who you might become. Just as the snow goose needs no bath to be white, you don't need to try to be yourself. You already are. The wise are those who know what they don't know. Without faith, existence does not support you. What the caterpillar calls the end, the world calls a butterfly. Only 3 treasures are needed: simplicity, patience, and compassion. These are your greatest wealth. Being deeply loved gives you strength. Loving deeply gives you courage. Painful endings are often new beginnings in disguise. The soul that refuses to want sees clearly. The soul that always craves sees only what it wants. Be flexible to remain upright. Be empty to stay whole. Be worn out to stay renewed. Health is the greatest possession. Contentment is the greatest treasure. Confidence is the greatest friend. The whole being knows without learning, sees without looking, and accomplishes without effort. Success can be as dangerous as failure. Hope can be as hollow as fear. Those who possess the highest morality never boast about being moral. Therefore they embody the purest virtue. The sage who wants to stand above others humbles himself. To go ahead, he chooses to go behind. A good person is a teacher for the bad. A bad person is a lesson for the good. If you are afraid of being alone, you may never realize your true potential. When you believe in yourself, you don't need to convince others. When you accept yourself, the whole world accepts you. A man with outer courage dares to die. A man with inner courage dares to live. The Great One focuses on what is essential, letting go of the trivial. He lives in truth, yet does not rely on rigid laws. When you no longer fear death, there is nothing you cannot achieve. Those who rush to complete a task often fail. Those who end their work as carefully as they began will succeed. When virtue is lost, kindness appears. When kindness is lost, justice appears. When justice is lost, ritual appears. Ritual is only a shadow of truth, and the beginning of chaos. To recognize your own smallness is to become strong. He who knows limits is content in his place. Sometimes yielding is the path to winning. Sometimes taking a lower position leads you to the highest one.